Hey, how's it going, guys? So here we have the semifinals of the Expanded League Cup in Vegas. Um, on our left, we have Lost March, and on our right, we have Zoro Golisopod. Both very good decks. It's it's always great to see Lost March. It was a deck that I really had faith in when it was announced, and I was like, oh, it's like Night March but better because Karen can go suck it. You have no idea how much Night March players hate Karen. Um, but yeah, and now with Faba, like, just I'm just gonna stop. But yeah, um, but Lost March came out and we're like, okay, good. We have a deck that's awesome. But yeah, but you still don't see it put up numbers. Like you see other things still beat it. But it's still a great deck, and it made it to semifinals, and it is playing against Zoroark. Zoroark, you'll see it here and there, but you won't see it as often as you should. Uh, so we do see the Lost March player did take off. He did get an amazing start, gets an energy on the Natu, and passes. Uh, we are seeing a Bridget from the Zoroark player after playing a Lele, grabbing another Zora and a Ditto, and it passes. We are seeing the Lost March player evolve into Skiploom, gets Jump Pluff. This Jump Pluff isn't the new Jump Pluff, it's a different one. I totally forget what this one does, but I know that it does. It puts in work. I think if you have less prizes and your opponent does more damage or something like that. But yeah, so we are seeing Instruct for 3, and does get a knockout on this Oranguru. We are seeing DC and Floatstone being played. So Zoroark will be taking a knockout right now. We are seeing Chorus. Chorus for 9. And we are seeing Ultra Ball. We are seeing Alolan Muck. We're seeing Tapu Lele. Going for another Chorus. Alolan Muck really good in this matchup because it does stop Marshadow and Oranguru. So once your opponent's out of resources, that's pretty much it for them. You're seeing Skiploom being promoted. The Skiploom does still get through the Alolan Muck, so that's pretty good. We are going to see Guzma brings up the Marshadow and passes. And pulls up the Alolan Muck. We are seeing Trade. We are seeing Skyfield. We are seeing Delinquent, discards 3 cards. His opponent draws. Touches DC to Natu, passes. We are seeing Via Seeker for Chorus. Chorus for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards. Opponent reads Alolan Muck, making sure that he can't use his basic abilities. We're seeing Stand-In. Stand-In comes in, takes a knockout on the Marshadow. Skiploom being evolved into Jump Pluff. Retreats, brings up Natu. Natu takes knockout on the Zoroark. We're seeing Tapu Lele being promoted with the Floatstone. We are seeing Zoroark, Tapu Lele being adjusted. We are seeing Trade. We are seeing second Trade. We're seeing Grass Energy on Zoroark, brings up Zoroark with DC, takes a knockout on the Natu. We are seeing Level Ball for Trumbeak. Retreats, brings up Oranguru, passes. Zoroark player in much control right now, does have the matchup right where he wants it. We are seeing Skyfield, we are seeing Delinquent again. And now just comes the Assault. We're seeing Trade knocks out the Natu, and they scoop it up, and they're gonna go into game 2. Very hard matchup for the Lost March player because Zoroark just it just puts you into that corner that you don't want to be in, and when you have Oranguru as your engine and it being turned off because of a Alolan Muck, it really, really does hurt your chances of winning. So that's pretty much what happened in this match. So yeah. So they're going to go into game 2. We do see the Zoroark player open up Gamefreak and Lost March hopping and Oranguru. We are seeing Ditto on the bench and then a Bridget for 3 Zoras. We are seeing Skiploom being evolved into Jumpluff. Goes for the Jumpluff with free retreat. You're seeing energy on the Jumpluff. We're seeing Lost Splendor. Retreats, brings up the Ditto, knowing that it is a liability once it turns into a Alolan Muck, so takes care of it now. We are seeing Zoroark being evolved. We do see an Ultra Ball for another Zoroark. We're going to see Chorus for 7. And then after that, we're going to see some trades. Looks like Zoroark player is digging for a DC. Does he get it? He does not. But he is going to Battle Compressor. Going to get rid of some things in his deck to thin out the probability of him getting a DCE. We're going to see... Oh, he did get the DC. So we are going to see trade. And trade again. He could be using Egg to trade, but I think he's choosing to discard trainer cards, so then, or supporter cards, so then he has via Seekers Live. We are seeing Ultra Ball for Skiploom. Skiploom evolve into Jumpluff. We are seeing Natu being promoted, and Natu does do some damage. We are seeing Zoroark standing come in and gets a knockout on the Natu after a trade and a second trade. Jumpluff being promoted. We are seeing Trumbeak. We are seeing Ditto. Now this Ditto is really interesting because you can put a basic Pokemon on top of it and then just continue to evolve, and then it counts as like it's like a Klefki, but it just stays there forever. But yeah, this is very smart, and I wish I had known this because I probably would have played this for Anaheim and I probably would have done very well, except there was a lot of Alolan Muck, so probably not anyways. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, so we are seeing Energy Retrieval does get a knockout with the Jumpluff. We are seeing Flowstone being attached to Girafarig. We are seeing Tapu Lele for Acerola. He's going to pick up this Zoroark because it's a liability right now, and he does not want to give his opponent the opportunity to get prizes. We are seeing the Acerola being picked up. We are seeing another trade. We are seeing retreat. Attacks with Zoroark. Brings up Natu. We are seeing DC on the Natu. Rescue Stretcher brings back Jumpluff. Pokemon Communications for Skiploom brings up Jumpluff. Such good synergy with this deck. It's so good. Are we seeing the Netball? Fails it. And instructs for 1. Pokemon Communication for Trumbeak. And attacks, and because of resistance, it is not a knockout. We are seeing Wimpod and Zoroark being evolved. We're seeing Via Seeker, Acerola, DC attached to the Zoroark being promoted, and takes the knockout. So this is pretty much the end of the road. The Lost March player being at 4 prizes is very hard for him to come back when his opponent's only at, I believe, 1 prize or 2 prizes left. So yeah. The Lost March player trying to figure out what he wants to do. He does have a really big hand. He's going for Dowsing Machine. Going for Energy Retrieval. He's going to pass Knockout. And we see Gamefreak being promoted. We're seeing Energy attached to Golisopod. And then Golisopod being promoted knocks out the Jump Fluff. And that does it. Because his opponent is out of energies. So the Zoroark player ends up taking it. He will be moving on to the finals. And that wraps it up for this one. Guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to share the video with anybody that wants to see a good Lost March versus Zoroark Golisopod. With that said, guys, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.